This is the nasal bone. So these are the two nasal bones. This is the right and this is the left. So nasal bones, they are two in number. So each nasal bone, that is in the form of a curved plate, and it forms the, क्या करेगा ये, it forms the roof of the nasal cavity. So this one, this is the nasal cavity, and this nasal bone, ये क्या करेगी, it forms the roof of the nasal cavity. So each nasal bone, it has the two surfaces. This is the external dorsal surface, and inside there is the ventral surface. ठीक है, ये इसका dorsal surface हो गया, और अंदर से जो आएगा, that is, it is ventral surface. Dorsal surface, it is convex, while as the ventral surface, that it is concave. And it, near the lateral border, it presents a crust that is known as turbinate crust. आप जो देख रहे हैं, that is the turbinate crust. Turbinate crust, it gives attachment to the dorsal turbinate bone. ठीक है, this one, this is the turbinate crust. So there are two surfaces, that is the dorsal surface. Opposite to there is a ventral surface. On the ventral surface, close to this lateral border, there is a crust that is known as turbinate crust, to which the dorsal turbinate bone is attached. ठीक है, there are the borders. कौन कौन से होते हैं? This is the lateral border of the nasal bone, and this is the medial border. The medial border of the two bones, they will join, they will form the nasal suture. ठीक है, ये this is the nasal suture. While as the lateral border, it joins with or articulates with the frontal bone. This is the lacrimal bone, and this is the maxilla. That means the lateral border, it articulates with frontal, lacrimal, and the maxilla. And the anterior part of this lateral border, that remains free, and here it forms a notch that is called as naso-incisary notch is there. Naso-premaxillary notch is there. Naso-premaxillary notch. This is naso-premaxillary notch. ठीक है, naso-premaxillary notch. And there are two ends. This is the posterior end, this is the anterior end. The posterior end, here it is pointed, and the two ends of the nasal bones, they are fitted in this notch that is formed by the frontal bone. ठीक है, so यहाँ पे जो notch बनता है, ये इसका जो posterior end है, they gets fitted into the notch of the frontal bone, while as the anterior end of the nasal bone, that is divided by a notch. ठीक है, ये this is the notch, they इसको divide करेगा into two unequal process. This is the one and this is the second. और ये इसी side, यह side क्या होगा? This is the notch. These are the two processes. ठीक है. So this was all about the, that is the facial bone, that is the nasal bone. So this is the nasal bone.